Another important concept is constructor. Okay, constructor. Constructor. Actually, constructor is a special member function. Okay, constructor is a special member function. Why it is special member function? So it has the same name as a class name. Okay, it has the same name as a class name. Constructor has no return type. Okay. Constructor has no return type. The purpose of the constructor, okay, that is the automatic initialization. So automatic initialization is carried out by a special member function that is called constructor. Automatic initialization is carried out by a special member function that is called constructor. Okay, so constructor has the same name as a class name. Okay, so constructor initializes an object immediately upon creation. Okay, immediately upon creation. So once defined, the constructor is automatically called immediately when an object is created. That is before the new operator completes. This function is automatically invoked. There is no explicit invoking statement. It is automatically called. Okay. So there are three types of constructor. There are three types of constructor. First one, default constructor. Second one, parameterized constructor. Third one, copy constructor. Okay, so there are three types of constructor: default constructor, parameterized constructor, then copy constructor. So default constructor, that means the constructor without arguments. So this constructor has no arguments. This constructor is used to initialize data members with some default value. Okay, that is default constructor. Parameterized constructor means constructor with arguments. Constructor with parameter. So the parameterized constructors initialize data members with some value. Okay, with some value. Then copy constructor. So the copy constructor, okay, copy constructor is a special type of constructor. So actually this constructor initialize one object with another object. Initialize one object with another object. So there are three types of constructor in Java. Okay. So let us see example. So here we are initializing data member with member function. Okay. So now we are going to use a constructor. Okay, complex. Complex number int or int I. So this is parameterized constructor because this constructor has parameter. Then complex number. So here RP equal to 0, IP equal to 0. This is default constructor. This is default constructor. This is constructor without parameter, constructor without arguments. This is parameterized constructor, that is constructor with argument. Okay, so complex number int r comma int I. Okay, then one more constructor, that is copy constructor. Okay, one more constructor, that is copy constructor, that is rp equal to c dot rp, then ip equal to c dot. Here we are initializing one object with another. Okay. So complex number C1, C1 dot display. Okay. Then complex number C2 with new complex number of 10, 15. Then C2 dot complex number. Then complex number C3 equal to new complex number of C2. So initializing one object with another object. C3 dot display. Here I created three objects, C1, C2, C3. Okay. So the default constructor is invoked when an object C1 is created. Okay. So when C1 is created, the default constructor is called because here no arguments. Okay. Then complex number C2 is created with the parameterized constructor. Okay. So it initializes RP and IP with 10, 15. Then complex number C3 is initialized with the complex number C2. So this is copy constructor. So now we are displaying C1 dot display, C2 dot display, C3 dot display. So the complex number C1 is initialized with RP0, IP0. Complex number C2 is initialized with RP10, IP15. Complex number C3 is initialized with RP equal to 10 and IP equal to 15. That is the same value of the object C2. Okay. Okay, first object 0 plus I0, second object C2 10 plus I50, third object C3, okay, it's also 10 plus I50. So this is constructor. So constructor is a special member function. This function is used for initializing an object. Okay, so automatic initialization is carried out by a special member function that is called constructor. Constructor has the same name as the class name. Constructor has no return type. Okay, here the return type is void. Void means the function not return any value. But constructor has no return type. Okay. Constructor has the same name. Here the complex number, here also the complex number. The constructor is automatically called when an object is created. Okay. Okay. Then another important one concept, that is this keyword. In Java, two keywords are important, very important. One is this keyword, and another one is super keyword. Okay, this keyword and super keyword. So this keyword actually it refers to the current object. Okay, this keyword refers to the current object. This object has two uses. Okay, one, the first use is it differentiate the member of a class and form arguments if they are in same name. Okay, so if the form argument and the member of a class are in same name, we can differentiate them using this pointer, this keyword. Okay, this is not a pointer. This is keyword. This is a keyword. Okay. So second use generally the constructors are implicitly called. Okay, there is no explicit calling statement in constructor. Constructors are implicitly called. Okay, at the time of object creation. But we can explicitly invoke a constructor using this keyword. Okay. So we'll see one example. Okay. So here, see the form argument RI. So we are initializing RP equal to R, IP equal to I. Suppose the form argument is also RP and IP. Okay. Here the member of a class and form argument are in same name. So we cannot initialize RP equal to RP, IP equal to IP. So we need to differentiate this RP and this RP. So how can we differentiate them? So we can differentiate them using this pointer. So actually this dot RP, this dot RP equal to RP. Then this dot IP equal to IP. This keyword refers to the current object. This dot RP means this RP. This dot IP means this IP. Current objects IP. Current objects RP. Okay. So this keyword refers to the current objects. Okay. This is first use. The second use, to explicitly invoke a constructor. That is here, this of 0, 0. This of 0, 0. Okay, that is, it will invoke this constructor. Default constructor explicitly invoke the parameterized constructor. Okay, so now it is initialized with 0, 0, RP equal to 0, IP equal to 0. So this dot RP equal to 0, this dot IP equal to 0. So this keyword has two uses. One, to differentiate the data member and argument if they are in same name. And another one is to explicitly invoke a constructor. Okay, to explicitly invoke a constructor from another constructor within a class. Okay, are you clear?